Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. This I think is like my 5th layout with this DIY scrapbook kit. And the papers I've pulled for this kit are mostly Prima Marketing. That one is from the Zella Teal collection, and the two on the right, the one on top, is from the Lavender collection, and the other one is from the French Riviera collection. And I'm just trimming it down to an 8x8 because that's the size that I scrapbook in. And I'm not sure what inspired me to do this, basically 2 strips, vertical strips side by side, but I decided that that was what I was going to use as the basis for my layout. So I'm going to trim these papers down to about 1.5 inches, I think, wide and 8 inches long, and then pair them side by side. If y'all hear a cat yelling at me, it's just my daughter's cat, Penny. She's hanging out with me while I do a voiceover today. And the Zella Teal strip in particular was blending into the background a little bit too much, so I decided to go ahead and ink the edges with Distress ink in black soot, just to help them stand out from the background a little bit more. Now, I've already got a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be doing with this layout, so I just went ahead and stuck those 2 strips down to the background right away. I'm going to use this paper from the French Riviera collection to create kind of a journaling spot, and I'm going to save the leftovers to make embellishments out of. I'm just going to trim this up to, I guess it's about a 3x6 roughly, and ink the edges again to help it stand out a little bit from the background, and then I'm going to lay it down on my layout. This layout needs something a little bit darker, so I'm going to use this scrap paper. I don't even remember what collection this is from, and I'm going to make a fishtail banner with it. And I found a slightly easier way to make a fishtail banner. This banner is 3 inches wide, and I'm going to take my trimmer and slice about 1 inch up through the center, and by using my trimmer I can measure out the exact center by having 1.5 inches on either side. This tag is from K&Co, and I got it probably about 1.5 years ago at Tuesday Morning. I'm not sure what collection it was part of. The next tag is a mixed media tag that I did probably 2 years ago, and that is a shipping tag that I bought at Office Depot. You can get 50 of them for like $7, and it's covered in distress paint, and I don't know how I got that purple distress paint. I think that must be aged mahogany because I don't have any of the purple distress paints. And I'm going to end up matting my photograph on some white cardstock because it's kind of a dark photograph and the background in some places is kind of dark. So it just needs that little extra layer around it to help it stand out from the background. And I'm also going to ink the edges of my mat with black soot distress ink to help it stand out a little bit from the areas where the background isn't so dark. These alphas, I think, are from the Prima Marketing Wild and Free collection, and they gave me quite a challenge. Not just getting the backing off, but getting them added to the layout in a way where they didn't just blend right into everything around them. What I'm going to end up doing is putting them on some of that Zella Teal paper, the same pattern that I made the strip out of. I'm going to adhere, see right there, I'm going to adhere the alphas to that strip of paper and then cut that strip of paper out. The original title of my layout was going to be Dinner at Sharky's, but I discovered that this set of alphas doesn't have an apostrophe, and that without an apostrophe it would have driven me nuts. I'm going to end up looking at this set of alphas for a couple of minutes trying to determine if there's a letter in there that I can trim in some way, shape, or form to create an apostrophe, and I just came to the conclusion that there were no letters there that I could trim up that wouldn't look a little weird because of that dark bokeh background that the letters are on. So I'm going to end up changing the title to just Sharky Dinner. And again with the Black Soot Distress ink. This photograph, I took this photograph with my smartphone during a trip to Surfside, Texas. We went and ate at one of our favorite holes in the wall, a place called Sharky's. It's right by the beach, and if beer and burgers is your thing and you happen to be in the Surfside area, you should definitely stop at Sharky's and stop in for a burger or a margarita. They do pretty good margaritas too. And have a good time. Now I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut some of these shells out of this French Riviera paper from Prima and use them as embellishments and just layers behind my photograph and behind my tags. Yeah, they're seashells, which works pretty well with the whole Surfside right on the beach restaurant kind of theme I've got going on. This whole layout is only sped up to double time, and I've only cut out maybe 20 seconds worth of video. The whole thing took me probably about 25 minutes from start to finish. My phone will cut out at right at 28 minutes, and I got this all in one shot. Almost the last thing to add to this layout. It needed a little something, so I've grabbed these flowers that I got. These were given to me in a random act of kindness from somebody on the forums at scrapbook.com. And the video doesn't do them justice. The photographs at the end do these flowers a lot more justice, but they look really stunning on this layout. So now I've added my journaling, and I think the only thing left, yep, there comes the scrap paper, so that means it's time for splatters. And this is Heidi Swapp Color Shine Navy, and I'm just going to add a couple of splatters near where I've added embellishments in my title and such. And I believe that is it for this layout. Thank you guys so much for watching my video about dinner at Sharky's. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, and there will be more details on my blog linked below. Thank you and have a lovely scrappy week.